You've always been told that as long as you use your credit card and pay your bills on time, you're building a good credit score. And you do, every single month. But what if, despite a flawless payment record, the high balance on your card is quietly undermining your efforts? You're handling your finances responsibly, perhaps only making minimum payments because life has become more expensive, yet your credit score is stagnant. Or worse, it's dropping. Let's uncover the often overlooked reason why your score may not be what you expect and walk through exactly how to address it, starting now. The issue likely isn't your payment history. That is the single most important factor, and you have it under control. The hidden damage often comes from the second most important piece of your credit score, which accounts for about 30% of FICO scores and is also heavily weighted by VantageScore. This factor is your credit utilization ratio. While the name sounds technical, it's simply the percentage of your available credit that you're using. To find yours, just add up all your credit card balances and divide that number by your total credit limits. For example, a $2,000 balance on a card with a $4,000 limit means your utilization is 50%. To a lender, that can be a cause for concern. A high utilization ratio suggests you might be financially overextended or relying too heavily on credit. This perception of risk can lower your score, even if you've never missed a payment. It's important to understand that income is not part of this calculation. Scoring models only see the balance relative to the limit. The good news is that credit utilization is the one factor you can change relatively quickly. Here are the precise steps to take control. First, learn the 30-10 guideline. Financial experts generally advise keeping your total credit utilization below 30%. So, for a card with a $4,000 limit, you would want to keep your balance under $1,200. However, for an excellent score, the real target is under 10%, which means a balance of less than $400 on that same card. Those with the highest credit scores often adhere to this lower threshold. Second, use timing to your advantage. Your credit card has a payment due date, but it also has a statement closing date. This is a critical distinction. The balance reported to the credit bureaus is the one recorded on your statement closing date. This means you can use your card throughout the month but make a payment before the statement closes. By doing this, a lower balance is what gets reported, protecting your score. Third, it is essential to dispel a pervasive myth that you must carry a balance and pay interest to build good credit. This is unequivocally false. You receive the full credit building benefits by using your card and paying the statement balance in full each month. It is never necessary to pay interest to achieve an excellent credit score. Finally, there are two straightforward methods for lowering your utilization. The first, and most direct, is to pay down your balances. The second is to request a credit limit increase. If the limit on your $4,000 card is raised to $8,000, that $2,000 balance instantly drops your utilization from 50% to a much healthier 25%. So, does a high credit card balance lower your credit score? Yes, it absolutely does. The issue isn't whether you can afford to pay the balance, but what that balance communicates to credit scoring models. A high balance increases your credit utilization ratio, one of the most significant factors influencing your score. Remember the key takeaways. Follow the 30-10 guideline. Stay under 30% utilization, but aim for under 10% for the best results. Pay down your balance before your statement closing date to ensure a low utilization figure is reported. And never carry a balance under the false assumption that it improves your score. The most encouraging aspect is that utilization has no long-term memory in most scoring models. If your utilization is high one month, you can pay it down, and your score can rebound in as little as 30 to 45 days. The power to improve it is in your hands.